school. So just wait for a couple of minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, and if you have any doubts, you can just approach any of the orientation.
Getting a scholarship, especially a prestigious one, is every student's dream. The benefits of scholarships are numerous and extend far beyond the economic gain. They explore your true potential, improve self-esteem, gather supportive connections, and offer better career opportunities down the road. We take immense pleasure in welcoming our Chief Guest of Honor, Dr. N. Anantharaman, Professor, Department of Chemical Engineering. He is also a member of the Alumni Interaction Cell. He is also a member of the Alumni Interaction Cell and has continuously endeavored to guide and support us whenever we looked up to him. Whether it is helping us liaise with the administration for launching the scholarship, or it is something smaller like booking a room for our events, Dr. Anantharaman sir has been an unflinching supporter for our scholarship, a support we are very grateful for. We also welcome the selection panel members, Dr. A.K. Bhatta of Film, Professor Training and Placement Department, Professor R. Gururaj, Associate Professor, Department of Humanities and Social Sciences. And my dear friends, to the second Felicitation Ceremony of Jitheshraj Scholarship for promising freshmen. Let me introduce myself. I am Gururaj B.Tech 30 Mechanical Engineering student and finalist of the Jitheshraj Scholarship 2017. What is the scholarship about? Jitheshraj Scholarship for promising freshmen aims to identify and bring together students of NIT Trichy who have the curiosity to explore, the discipline to persevere, and the will to make a difference. With such an overwhelming objective that we hope to achieve, let us take a step back to recollect how the scholarship started. JSP's scholarship is a tribute to the wonderful personality of Jitheshraj Scholarship, an undergraduate student of Computer Science and Engineering of NIT Trichy. Jitheshraj recognized his interests and goals as early as first year in college. Having aspired to be the student president, he strived to understand the nuances of a college administration, recognize the problems in our campus, and improve the conditions in whatever way he could. And now, through this scholarship, we aim to help you recognize your strengths, channel your thoughts, and imbibe the qualities of a leader. Qualities of Jitheshraj that we wish to remember fondly. Before I proceed, here is a short video with our highlights from the recently held interview for the scholarship. The scholarship is designed to achieve 5 objectives. Accelerate the process of achieving clarity about one's passion, interests, and skills. JSPF is designed to nudge students towards exploring various interests open-mindedly while they can leverage the myriad resources NIT Trichy provides. We believe that this will help steer students towards a career path that can bring together their innate abilities and their acquired competencies. Kindle critical technological awareness. With the world rapidly adopting technology in all walks of life, technical literacy and the ability to critically analyze technology's impact are imperative. Jitheshraj Scholarship instigates a holistic dissection of technology in an attempt to make responsible engineering the norm. expose students to the world-class talent gauging systems. The scholarship strives to prepare students for the application, essay and interview processes often associated with global scholarships, fellowships and graduate school applications. We continuously improve our selection process to be at par with the global trends and derive inspiration from various established processes. Provide relatable role models for any given goal. As one of India's leading universities, NIT Trichy has provided various high-achieving alumni over its more than half a century of service. Through this scholarship, we intend to bring together an accessible alumni pool whose guidance and mentorship applicants can avail. Build a sense of moral responsibility towards one's community and society. In this increasingly fast and connected world, there is an inherent need to develop a strong moral compass on when to start, speak up and act. We aim to nurture active introspection in our applications, applicants and help them serve as conscientious and model citizens. Before I conclude, let me share my experience with the scholarship. The disappointment of not getting into an IIT clouded my excitement of joining NIT Trichy. But to my surprise, I was overwhelmed with what the institute can provide. The college has a ton of opportunities, as you might have already seen during the orientation sessions. But I had no clear objective on how to use them to my benefit. JSPF helped me introspect myself and gave an idea about how to build a successful career. I was able to channelize my interest and pursue my passion in robotics through the RMI club. The qualities I have acquired are precious and I intend to utilize them appropriately to be successful in my life and furthermore be a part of the development of my country and make my society better. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Once again, I welcome you all to this milestone event of second Felicitation Ceremony of the Jitheshraj Scholarship for Promising Freshmen. I now request our Chief Guest, Dr. N. Anantharaman Sir, to say a few words.
Faculty members, members of the Jitheshraj Scholarship Organizing Committee, and my dear student friends. A very good morning to all of you. As it was rightly pointed out, students come here with a lot of aspirations. And to what extent they are able to fulfill their aspirations, we do not know. The institute as such has its own goals, own limitations, and within that we need to function. But it will give ample opportunities for you to showcase your talents and excel. You were mentioning something about the alumni. We have with us our alumni holding coveted positions in various organizations. Lieutenant Generals were there, Air Marshal, Rear Admiral, they were all in the Army, Navy and Air Force. We also had a couple of people serving in Indian Administrative Service like Manivandan, then Vishnu Venugopal, then Rajalingam. They are all IAS officers serving in Tamil Nadu and in other states. And in corporate sector, Tata Sons is being headed by an alumnus of this institute, Mr. Jitheshraj. And we also have Rajesh Gopinath from 1994 batch heading TCS and Narendran heading Tata Steel. He is from 1986 batch from production engineering branch. So you cannot look for better role models than that. If you look at the academic side also, there are wonderful people like Professor Ramesh, Professor Ramarao. They are all serving as dean and chairman of various departments in reputed universities. So, if you really go through their achievements, you will find that they have done exceedingly well their chosen profession. I also see some students, they are not very brilliant in academics, but still they have what is known as a social commitment in them. And this is very important. In fact, a few days back, I had the opportunity to address a research college, where I was mentioning about two things. One is called the basic research, the other one is the applied research. Basic research will make you fundamentally strong, but it may not really serve the society. If you want to really serve the society, applied research is that, which may have a shorter life, but it will serve the society to a better extent. So, you need to think on your service to society. That's more important. The academic research may not really benefit the society to a great extent, but the applied research, which happens basically in industries, will serve the society directly. So I think this is where the social commitment comes into picture. So when we talk about social commitment, NIT will give a lot of opportunities for you to excel. We have different types of clubs, as someone was asking, whether it's good to be in web team or spider team or robotics team, clubs, something like that, to the asking. There are also the clubs which care for the society, humanity, because the Bhatta is doing a wonderful job. The social commitment which is showing is really remarkable. The help of alumni, faculty and students is able to do that show. Why I am telling you all these things is, you need to have a little bit of social commitment, and that is something which will really help you. In addition to whatever you have here, you also have the organizations and clubs which are functioning away from our NIT also. These are the areas which you need to really look for if you want to really serve the society. You need to have a lot of empathy for suffering people, and you need to think in a forward direction so that you'll be able to plan and execute so that their life becomes better. And as far as this particular scholarship is concerned, this is something different from most of the scholarships with which you will be very familiar. Recall our Alumni Association gives plenty of scholarships, something close to 100 scholarships are being disbursed every year. Some of them are specifically meant for a department. Some of them are for the people who are economically backward. Some of the scholarships are for academic excellence. So, for under different categories, scholarships are being dispersed. But this scholarship, what I felt was, this is something unique in its character. The scholarship will be open today, portal will be open today, as I understand. And all that you need to do is, you have 1 full year for you to make up your mind, prepare a write-up on how you will be going ahead. And you need to actively participate in various activities which are organized at NIT Trichy. You also need to focus on some of the events which are organized by outside agencies, not necessarily by NIT Trichy, but these events do happen in our campus. And you also need to undergo some of the courses which are offered under MOOCs platform for a duration of 4 weeks or something like 20 hours. So these are some of the things on which you need to really focus. And if you can really make up a nice report on your plan of action, you stand a good chance of winning this scholarship. It's a fairly accredited scholarship, and it's a prestigious one because it doesn't identify you only as the best in academics, but a person with a lot of social commitment. And this is something which our country needs today. So please look out for the advertisement in our website, go through the details, prepare a nice plan of action, and for this you will have support from alumni. A list of mentors are also there. You can interact with them and formulate your plan of action and submit it, and subsequently there is going to be a discussion with the jury panel, and if you can really convince them, you have a very good chance of winning this scholarship. So a great future awaits you, and this is an excellent platform for you to really plan and do things. And this has to start from now onwards. Probably the submission will take place towards the end of the academic year, but the process starts now. I wish you all good luck. Thank you very much for the nice opportunity.
Thank you, sir, for your motivational words. Now, I would like to call upon Himanshu to tell about the application process.
A very good morning to one and all present. I'm Himanshu Gupta, B.Tech student, third year EC, and finalist of Jitheshraj Scholarship for Promising Freshmen 2017-18. I take immense pleasure in introducing you to this scholarship, which, out of personal experience, has had a profound impact on my thoughts and personality. By now, I think you would have gotten a fair idea of what the scholarship is about by Nitish's talk. Well, I would like to introduce the details of the scholarship to you. Jitheshraj Scholarship identifies and brings together students of NIT who have the curiosity to explore, the discipline to persevere, and the will to make a difference. The vision of this scholarship is to bring together and nurture a lineage of leaders and change makers who will work for the betterment of the community and the society. Our mission is to nudge students about achieving clarity of their passions and strengths. Jitheshraj Scholarship provides a coherent framework to all its participants and enables them to answer several key questions often encountered in the path of self-discovery. Often we ask ourselves questions like, how can you be an undeniably successful leader? How can you discover your passions? How can you combine your passion and education? How do you become a leader? And the biggest question of all, what are your aspirations? All of us come to this college with pretty big aspirations. We see ourselves becoming a successful person in, let's say, some 10 to 20 years. This scholarship provides you a head start to do so. Now, but you would ask, what benefit does this scholarship give you? On a personal level, let's say? Well, the application is designed in such a way that it enables you to have a clear picture of the best utilization of your time for the rest of the time that you are spent in campus. Apart from this, all applicants, they get a detailed feedback about their application once the judgment is over. It doesn't matter if you're selected as a finalist, nevertheless, you'll get a detailed feedback which you can really use to your benefit. Also, you might be applying for several scholarships in your upcoming careers like that, MyTax. This scholarship provides a training ground for the same. The benefits can also be categorized on two levels, on a personal and professional level. On a personal level, Jitheshraj Scholarship helps you reflect on your thoughts and your ideas and achieve a clarity of mind. It gives you an overall analysis of your personality. On a professional level, the Jitheshraj Scholar will receive a cash award of 15,000 INR, an opportunity to interact and fraternize with the alumni of NIT Trichy. They will also receive guidance from the formal scholarship winners and fellowship awardees. There will be an in-house training to prepare for and achieve for world-class graduate level colleges and scholarships. And not only the scholar, but all the finalists of the scholarship will receive flash mentorship from alumni and other exclusive opportunities. Well, this is about the incentives with which you should apply for the scholarship. But before that, I would like to introduce you to Sweta, who was our last year scholar She's going to present before you a talk titled Curiosity Killed the Cat.
Check. Am I audible? Okay. So please go ahead and give yourselves a huge round of applause. I hope your orientation is going really well and is giving you an enriching experience that you might not have had before. And please do make the best use of these 4 years in this institution. You'll truly enjoy your stay. Today, I would like to talk about a trait that every student, in fact, every human being must possess. Some of you might be in a stream that you really like, which is very good for you. Some of you might be in a stream that you're not sure whether you would like, and the rest of you might be in a stream that you're very confident you do not like. Nevertheless, all of us have different passions and we try to learn different things along those lines. But our learning is complete when we apply what we learn in a practical way and implement it in real life. To be able to do this, we must be curious. So this is what I would like to talk about, curiosity. Is being curious very difficult? Not really, and I will come back to this in a few minutes. If we look at the number of things, organisms, processes around us, we would be marveled by the how beautifully they are crafted by both nature and man. They hold so many secrets from us, but if we let curiosity take the lead, we would enjoy ourselves unraveling the mysteries they hold. So to substantiate what I have just told, let's take the example of a lock and key system. All of us use a lock almost every day, but how many of us have actually wondered how it works? Probably not many of us, and I'm glad that I saw a couple of hands up. Can anyone try to explain how it works in case you knew it? Okay, let me just explain it. So, when I insert this key, the pins that are attached to the springs of different heights align in a straight line, and this enables the shackle to pop open. It's a simple mechanism, right? So here are the different courses that are being offered by NIT Trichy at the undergraduate level, and here is the lock at the center of the slide. So which field would you guys associate with this lock and key system? Most of you might be thinking of mechanical engineering because it's a mechanical device after all. But let's try to be a bit more inquisitive and try to relate the rest of the fields with the same lock and key system. To be able to make a lock, we must have a mold and pour the molten alloy into it and let it solidify. So to manufacture, I need the principles of production engineering. And to choose the right kind of alloy, one must have experimented with different materials and we should have searched for the right material that has good durability, rust-freeness and long-lasting capability. And we are able to arrive at this material from our knowledge in chemical and metallurgical engineering. So far it seems a bit obvious, but what about the rest of the courses? How can we relate to this lock and key? So what if I wanted to upgrade this lock into a better one? a lock that will open only if I give a 4-digit number to it. I'm basically talking about an electronic lock. And as the name suggests, electronic engineering expertise would help us fabricate such a lock. And we have seen electronic lock in so many places, like in cars, in our homes, in offices. So if we take the lock that's present in the car, we need the instrumentation control system to be able to install this lock in the car. And that's where instrumentation control engineering would give us a helping hand. And if we take the locks that are present in our homes that are mounted on the doors, we need to give the right electrical wiring to the lock, for which we need to have a knowledge about where these wirings are placed in the building. Or let's say I want to have a better lock in a house that I'm going to construct. So I need to keep this in mind. So essentially, I need 3 engineering disciplines to help me with this, which is electrical engineering, civil engineering, and architecture. In offices, we don't allow any random person to enter. So we give access to only authorized people. For that, we go for fingerprint-based locks. And this imagine that there is a person who is waiting to enter the cabin and has given his thumb impression. But he is waiting for 10 minutes. That's not going to be efficient, right? We need to have efficient algorithms that can detect the fingerprint and recognize it and open the door. So we need good algorithms which will come from our expertise in computer science engineering. So a simple lock and key has so many interdisciplinary aspects of all these things. But this does not end here. We can go on exploring different disciplines like business, psychology, history, and so on, and try to apply all those concepts to the same lock and key system. Coming back to my initial question, is being curious difficult? I said no, and I'll explain why I said that. What were we doing all along? We observed something that was around us. We tried to come up with questions. We tried to answer those questions based on the facts that we knew. In case we did not know the answer, we searched for them. Finally, to make the existing model better, we used our creativity. We put it in a condensed form. We did these 4 things. We observed, we were curious, we correlated, and we were creative. Observation, curiosity, correlation, and creativity. The 4 key things that would help us learn what we learned in a better and effective manner. Observing and coming up with questions are relatively easier compared to answering those questions and inventing something by using our creativity. This is where most of us tend to get stuck. And NIT Trichy gives you an edge at this point. The diversity it offers in terms of the interest that the student community has, the expertise the professors have in different domains, and the clubs that are being offered to promote interdisciplinary work, wherein you learn from each other and teach each other and produce quality work and solutions that is beneficial for you as well as the community. NIT Trichy's diversity will help you learn what you like in a much better and effective way, because all of these people who have various interests are under the same roof. Today I've been talking all about inquisitiveness, asking questions, and my speech would be incomplete if I did not mention about one famous personality who is known for his curious character. This seems to be taking a bit of time. So he was known for his curious character and maturity. I would like it was this very trait, his curiosity, that made him stand apart from the rest of the people, that made him one of the greatest scientists and teachers in specific ever born on this planet. His lectures that he delivered in Caltech have in fact been published as books, which some of you might have actually referred for your preparation. His contribution in the scientific community and academia are very profound. Do check out his biographies. Surely you're joking, Mr. Payman, and what do you care what others think? To know more about his childhood, his college years, and the things that he did that led him to become a very great scientist. It is only fitting that I conclude my speech with one of his quotes, which is by far my most favorite. I would rather have questions that cannot be answered than answers that cannot be questioned. Thank you.
Indeed a very thought-provoking talk. This is a live demo of one of the incentives of Jitheshraj Scholarship, an opportunity for the scholar to interact with a massive audience like yourself. Now, coming to the actual procedure, how do you apply for the scholarship? What are your requirements and what documents you need to prepare? But before I begin to list down everything, I would like to emphasize on the point that the scholarship does not aim to look at who is the most impressive of the candidates that it receives, but who has shown significant growth from the time they enter NIT Trichy, that is now, to the day you submit the application. We aim to reward not the smartest of students, but those who show a growth mindset and a promising trajectory. Having said that, here are the things that are required of you to apply for the scholarship. Students are required to achieve a passing grade in your first semester. Kindly note, there is no CGPA criteria as such for you to apply for the scholarship. However, extra points will be awarded to every applicant based on the relative ranking among all the applicants in the current application cycle, which basically means if you have like instead of 20 applicants applying and the lowest ever is let's say 8.5, all of you will be graded relatively to the lowest CG that we receive. Next, you have to participate in a contest conducted by the clubs or festivals affiliated with NIT Trichy during the current academic year, and contests pertaining to science, technology, engineering and math are preferred. Apart from this, you also have to participate in an on-site contest conducted by an organization other than NIT Trichy and its affiliates during the current academic year. Basically, you have to participate in one intra-college and one inter-college competition. However, online competitions are strictly not allowed. You have to participate in an on-site competition and procure a participant certificate for the same. Students have to also undertake a project during the current academic year. A project can be anything. It can be a hobby project or of any organization of your choice. However, projects pertaining to science, technology, engineering and maths and related subjects are preferred. You also have to complete a MOOC. A MOOC is a massive open online course. The duration of the course should be at least 4 weeks or 20 hours. These are basically courses available online and you're required to complete one of them and submit a certificate for this. You're not required to purchase a certificate, but you have to submit a proof that you've done the course. And last but not the least, you're required to compose 3 essays. Now, essays are an integral part of any scholarship that you will apply. So, in Jitheshraj Scholarship, we have 3 essays and each prompt has been designed to help you channel your thoughts to realize your duties and aspirations. Like Like you see on the screen, we have 3 essays. Now these essays have been designed in such a way that it helps you realize your responsibilities on 3 levels. Starting from the core, which is you. After that, you build upon an essay for your community and ultimately for the society as a whole. The topics of these essays are available on our website, which is www.jrsscholarship.org, and you can check the details of the application process over there. Also, the deadline of the application will be post-Pragyan. And yeah, so this is about the written application stage. After your written application, around 8 students will be selected as finalists, who will then appear for an interview which is conducted by a panel of alumni and faculty members. Again, detailed information about all these criteria are stated on our website. Please do visit it to have a thorough knowledge about it. Okay, this was about the scholarship and how do you apply. And I'm pretty sure it might seem pretty intimidating to you because it's a long list to complete. But trust me, it's not. It's not when you have mentors to guide you. Yes, Jitheshraj Scholarship for Promising Freshmen provides mentorship to all its participants. The students are mentored by a set of alumni and faculty members. We have our alumni from diversified fields, and who knows, you might even find a role model in them who might guide you towards your career. These alumni are graduates from world-class universities and winners of prestigious international scholarships like that, Maltax, SNBOS, and whatnot. These people have graduated from NIT Trichy in the last 5 years and hence are very, very approachable. We highly recommend all of you to take use of this opportunity to interact with such distinguished alumni to build up your personality and your thoughts. We also have faculty members as a part of the panel. In the past years, we have had Jitheshraj sir from the Training and Placement Department, Satyaraj sir from the Humanities Department, Santosh sir from the Physics Department, Venkatittika ma'am from the Tripoli Department, Gururaj sir from the Humanities Department as a panelist. Apart from this, we also have a faculty advisor, Anantaraman sir, and Subayat sir from the Alumni Interaction Cell, who also play an active role in mentoring students. Students, this is really a great opportunity for you to avail in-person mentorship. You can really approach them anytime for any doubts, any clarifications, and they'll be more than willing to help. So mentorship is something which has really helped each one of us, being the finalists, a lot. And so I would really urge you to really make use of this opportunity. Moving on. So, how the scholarship actually works, what's the basic structure and timeline of the application. As I mentioned, we have mentorship sessions. So for one term, we have 4 mentorship sessions spread uniformly throughout the course of the scholarship. Apart from this year, we are also planning to have, in August 2019, a networking session with the previous year finalists and prospective applicants of your batch. On September, we'll have a mentorship session 1. It might be an in-person or an online mentorship thing. And also, I'd like to mention the mentorship videos of previous year's scholarship, for the last 2 years, are available on the YouTube channel of Jitheshraj Scholarship. Right. So after that, in October 2019, we'll have a mentorship session 2, followed by a mid-year checkpoint. Now, what a mid-year checkpoint means is, like I said, you have to submit 3 essays and an abstract of your an abstract of your project, be it technical or otherwise. So, in the mid-year checkpoint to be held on November 16, 2019, you have to submit at least 2 of the 4 drafts to continue further with the application. This is just to keep a check on your progress and to ensure that you do not push your application to the last minute. We advise you not to rush through the essays, as essays do require quite a lot of thinking, and you need to actually think down and work towards it. Right. So after that, in Next year, January 2020, we'll have our third mentorship session, followed by another mentorship session in February. March 18 is the tentative application deadline. It will be after Pragyan. And followed by that, we have the shortlist announcement and the interviews. As I said, 8 finalists will qualify for the interviews. Followed by the award distribution on August 2020, which will be the next orientation. So this is about the basic structure of the scholarship and how we're going to proceed with it. Next, before proceeding further, I would like to play a video which will basically give you an overview of whatever I've spoken till now. This event, the Felicitation Ceremony for our previous year finalists. The Felicitation Ceremony is for the batch of 2018 and 2019. We will be awarding them with certificates right now. May I now request our faculty advisor, Anandraman sir, and Associate Dean of Students Welfare, Jerome sir, to kindly come up on stage to felicitate our finalists. Finalists, kindly note, you're required to come up on stage as your names are called on. Okay, before we begin felicitating our finalists, I would like to call upon Darshan to felicitate Anandraman sir and Jerome sir with a memento. Thank you, Darshan. First up, our finalist is Ananda Sandaraman from the EC department. Finalists are requested to kindly stay on stage. Next up we have Akshaya. 19. Okay, so the scholar of Jitheshraj Scholarship 2018 goes to Nitin Balaji. Congratulations, Jitheshraj, and to all the finalists up on stage. Okay, freshers, I hope you are really excited to see all this happening. And with this, we come to the end of our felicitation ceremony. For the batch 2019-20, that is you, this is your chance to showcase your caliber and your determination to grow, improve, and build yourself and be on this platform. Make use of this opportunity to explore and learn about the surroundings around you, the society, community, but most importantly, you. So, how do you get started? Well, the first step is fill the interest form. The interest form will be circulated among you in WhatsApp or Facebook. You should join the Facebook group of prospective applicants. There's a closed group for all the prospective applicants of the Jitheshraj Scholarship. You can post all your queries there for the mentors to help you. Like and follow our Facebook page for future updates and membership sessions and other important announcements. Visit our website. They have all the resources repository, the application details. Kindly go through it and ping us if you have any queries. In case of questions, you can also check out the frequently asked questions in the website. And in case you still have unanswered questions, mail us at info@jrsscholarship.org. With this, we come to the end of the briefing, but wait, we have a special treat for all of you. Identity. Identity is a student showcase. It's an attempt by the finalists that you just saw on stage to convey their thoughts as tangible exhibits. It's one of an event in NIT and it's happening for the very first time. So do visit Cafe Coffee Day, I hope you know where it is, to witness the unique event. This exhibition is open only for today till 8:30 p.m. tonight. Please pay a visit. The scholars have put in immense hard work there. I would like to call upon Nitin Balaji for a few words.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you. Thank you, sir. I'm Nitin Balaji, second year computer science student in NIT Trichy. First of all, I have a few people to thank. I was part of the Students' Council last year. A few people to thank. Dr. Jerome sir was sitting right in front of me. A big support for me. Thank you so much. Thanks to Dr. Sansan Nati, who, if he was down there at a certain point of time, I don't think I would have got the courage to step forward and do what I wanted to do. Some of my friends who are right present here, Madhav Agarwal, who has become my roommate now. Thank you, Madhav. Thank you for everything. Thank you. Thanks to my teachers. Thanks to my parents. Thanks to my grandmother, who fought her way through when my grandfather passed away when my dad was only 8 years old. So she was just a third grade or a second grade student with minimal knowledge. She swept her way through and brought my dad up, my uncle up. And today if we are in a respectable position, it's only because of my grandmother. A big thanks to her. Thanks to all my friends who have supported me at times of difficulties. Thanks to my father, who was my best friend, who was my guide, who was my philosopher, who is everything. I think if I stand today as a scholar, as a friend, as a person who the society respects, is only because of my parents, my father and my mother. Thanks to them. Right now, it's already well up. We'll definitely rejoice the moment. Thanks to the Jitheshraj Scholarship, first of all, for finding me an appropriate candidate for making me a finalist and now a scholar at large. Thanks to them. And all the best to you, all of you. I think you are an energetic set of batch who can definitely make a difference. A huge round of applause to you. Everyone here is special, and I do believe that everyone can create a difference. And if we constantly work towards those achievements or those focused aspirations which we have in our mind, I think we can definitely reach places. We can definitely win hearts, we can definitely win people. So all the very best to you. Thanks to all the kind hearts, thanks to the Almighty, thanks to everyone. Thanks to the scholarship. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jitheshraj. I would like to call upon Darshan to deliver the vote of thanks.
No feat of marvel can be achieved by collaboration or support of many other persons that are with the marvel, associated with the marvel. And similarly for Jitheshraj Scholarship, we like to thank, we like always indebted to Professor Anant Raman for always supporting us since our inception. He's always been a pillar to all our monuments that has been built upon. I would like to thank Professor Jairam sir, Associate Dean of Student Welfare, for always supporting us in all our activities. We would like to thank Venkata Kirtika ma'am and Gururaj sir, our faculties for Jitheshraj Scholarship this year, for panelists for the Jitheshraj Scholarship this year, for always guiding us throughout the year. And we would also like to thank Professor Raman Shankar Narayan for the Dean of Institute Development, who's always been supportive of all our activities. Apart from that, we would also extend our gratitude to the CSG staff and who have always been up to the task of providing us all the other connections, all the internet connectivity we need. And we would also like to thank everyone of you present here for the scholarship. And we'd like to end with this, we'll end the session here, and we hope that you keep on exploring, persevering, and questioning everything that you see. Thank you.
Thank Srimajni ma'am. She is not here, but she is an alumni